Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Synergetic Games. My name is Natalie, and today we are going to enter into an exercise of watching me die. Just in all the ways you could possibly imagine. Uh, so of course we're gonna be playing Ori and the Blind Forest, because I cannot play that game without dying at least 10 times, like at least 10 times a session, and that's being generous. I think we've entered into the realms of like one death a minute, according to math. Turns out I wasn't ready. I have the volume right down. Well, okay, fair enough. Like, at least I remembered to put the volume on. I'm very tired today, so if I make just a bunch of mistakes, don't be surprised. It's gonna happen. I've had like a week of having those sleeps where I'm not quite sure if it's been good or not, because I've had a lot of vivid dreams, but also I wake up feeling, really not very rested at all. But I think I've had one sleep this week that I've been like, yes, this has been great. But the rest have been complete garbage, I think. But I still had some really nice dreams, and I haven't wanted to get out of bed. Though I totally made myself, because I'm a good person, deep down inside. Yeah, like, I don't have to be up early for my job at all, so, like, I'm lucky in that sense, but I don't like to be up, like, after 11 o'clock, really? I feel like that's too late, and I'm like, oh my god, I've wasted my entire morning. But I wake up fairly naturally around, like, 9 or 10 o'clock. It depends on how early I end up getting to sleep, which is fairly late, to be fair, considering. But yeah, no, I've had a funny day. Like, I've been in a terrible mood lately. Mostly for the reasons one might expect adults to be stressed about. But like, for me, one of the doctors where I work is retiring, and I'm not gonna see her when she leaves. I'm not gonna see her on her last day. So tonight she gave me a hug, and I'm like, probably never going to see her again. So she gave me a hug, said goodbye, and like on Monday she's gonna leave at lunchtime, so I'm not gonna see her because I work in the evenings. And like tomorrow, like on Monday, it's gonna be the last time I ever empty her bins. And I'm like, damn. Her room was like the nicest and easiest to clean too. It was mostly well, like most of the shelves were bare and stuff, and I dread the next up to move in, because I swear to God, if they're a pain in my butt, I'm unretiring that doctor. Thank you so much for the hype, but like I'm really sad because she was such a lovely doctor. Like the only time she was ever a pain was on Fridays. She had like after hours duties to fulfill, and I'm like, yeah, but I want to clean your room. Like, I couldn't. I had to wait for her to leave, and it was so sad. Hi, Chopper. Where have you been? Oh my gosh. I've noticed that one of the metrics of getting older is how many people you've seen for the last time. Oh my god. That's not I wouldn't say that's not helping, but that is a very dark observation. And for you, I hope that wherever that's coming from, I hope you're okay. But yeah, no, I honestly, I can't disagree, because the older you get, the more encroaching and perilous the thought of death is, or retirement. It would be nice to retire with money in the bank. Otherwise, I'm gonna work till I die. You've been hiding? How dare you? I see how it is. I can't believe you haven't been here. Were you even at the last story time? Because I'll be honest, I can't postpone story time. Like, I'm invested. I'm invested in story time, and if you are not there, you are gonna miss it. Speaking of, I'm soups tired too, Abnot, but if you need to sleep, don't feel bad, I understand. You had dental work done, you've been off. Oh no, not dental work. That really messes with people, especially because it's the anesthesia, isn't it? So it just really messes with people. I remember, my brother had to have some teeth pulled because there was like overcrowding in his teeth, so he had 2 of them pulled. And for some strange reason, this was when my brother was a kid, right? For some strange reason, my dad decided that he didn't need anesthesia. So he had 2 of his teeth pulled at the dentist without anesthesia, and it was the most painful thing my poor brother has ever been through. And it was all my dad's fault because he didn't want to pay for drugs. Like, oh my, it's one of those moments where my dad was just, it's one of those moments where I just don't understand my own father. It's like, why would you let that happen? Why would you actively choose to do that? But seriously, I, for one, am glad that I've never had to have any of my teeth pulled. Like, at least without drugs. I used to handle the part of the spoon to knock my brother and sister's teeth out when they were... Oh God. They always... No, not when they were loose. No, no. I could never fathom. I would just wiggle the teeth. You had overcrowding and had one of your canines cut out of your palate under a gentle when you were 15 last week. And he missed it, worked its way out of my gum. Over 35 years later, Jesus Christ. I do have teeth in the back of my mouth, like my wisdom teeth and stuff right at the back of my mouth. I feel like they haven't grown in properly. I feel like I do need some teeth pulled, but like at the same time, I've got really great teeth. Like, no cavities or anything like that. I've just never had braces. You've probably noticed that my teeth aren't the straightest, and thank God you probably haven't had as close a look as you probably could have, because I don't have that attractive a mouth. Well, I don't have that attractive a mouth in terms of my teeth. I quite like my lips, actually. So it's not vain to say, but like, if you have a favorite facial feature, I think one of mine is my lips. I quite like my eyes as well. My nose is a bit meh, but like, your teeth are cool, are they? Oh, thank you. When I was like 5, I had 4 separate abscesses. Oh no! I had a friend I used to live with who had like an abscess in his jaw, and like every once in a while it would flare up and he would just have this massive bump on his jaw. He did have to have a tooth pulled, and it got better after that. But poor guy was in so much pain. I can't imagine having you had 4. I can't imagine having 4 teeth removed. My God. Your favorite feature is the back of my head. Wearing a cool hood. I'm sure there are other features of your face that are better than the back of your head. You like teeth that are quirky like mine. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. In one go, you lived off ice cream and jelly for a couple of weeks. I'm not surprised. Having 4 teeth pulled, you definitely should have done. My gosh. Do you know, I had an employer who we did not get on in the end at all. Like, his business ended up going bust, but I was a waitress for a while, and he had a weird obsession with my teeth. Like, he in his daytime job, he was a dentist. He managed a dental office, and he was obsessed with my teeth. And he really wanted to straighten them. Like, every once in a while, he'd ask me to smile. And he'd be like, "Oh, we could get you braces at cost." Which, you know, when you get braces, they could be up to £3,000, but at cost is half the price. And I'm like, "Okay, well, I don't have that money, but thank you." But he was seriously obsessed with my teeth, and it was really, it really bothered me. Your earliest memory. My earliest memory, or one of my earliest memories, was me washing my Barbie doll clothes in the sink with some laundry powder. It really itched. I wouldn't recommend doing that. But that was one of my earliest memories off the top of my head. I can't remember my earliest memory, but I think it had something to do with stairs. I think I was standing on some stairs or something like that. I didn't fall down any stairs or anything, but like, one of my earliest memories was being at my sink, washing my little Barbie doll clothes by hand, and then hanging them outside on a little clothes horse to dry in Brunei, where I used to live as a child. Actually, one of my earliest memories was being on a plane, and I thought it was my birthday, but my brother was determined that it was his birthday when we were flying to Asia. But I don't remember. One of my earliest memories was being on a plane, and it was my birthday. So I think. My mom told me once that our family dentist had come back from holiday early because he couldn't face not doing his patient's teeth. On Xmas Eve and New Year's Eve, when I was a kid, I climbed up a cabinet and it fell. You still... I'm not surprised your dad was mad, but my gosh, I'm glad you're okay. I cannot imagine collapsing an entire cupboard. I don't think I managed that sort of feat when I was a kid. To be honest, I was always a very, very cautious child. I think I didn't do a lot of climbing things and getting in trouble. That was usually somebody else's problem. You did that to knock one of your baby teeth out and you swallowed it? Oh my god. Well, you know what? Some of us don't grow out of how terrible we are. It's okay. You're fine. You're safe here. But you know what? I feel like you may have grown out of like smashing stuff. Maybe you're still durable, but I don't think you're like accidentally breaking drawers. You may deliberately break some, but you know what? I think cupboard wise, you're probably safe. Sorry. I'm wearing fluffy boots, and I just had to take them off, which is why I was like disappearing off the screen. I was hoping to do it in a less noticeable fashion, but like, didn't work. I didn't know that teeth would be such a topic for you guys. I think everyone has a strange obsession with talking about their teeth. I used to live in a house where you could climb up the ridges in the garage door and get onto the roof. Did they move away specifically because you could climb the garage door, or was it like you used to climb up? I never actually had a garage door. We didn't really need a garage. We had like a huge driveway when I was a kid. You could park like 4 cars in the okay, 4 cars generously speaking, but you'd have to like do some serious maneuvering to get 2 of them out there. But you could comfortably park 2, but you could definitely get like 4 in there if you really tried. You moved to a place where there are cooking apples growing in an orchard. Cooking apples are gross. Like, before you get, I don't know if you've ever tried to eat a cooking apple, but I did once and it was really gross. Your grandparents' house was a driveway big enough for like 5 or 6 cars. Okay, well, wow, they have my driveway beat. Well done. Crab apples make good cider. Do you know, I used to, when I moved to England, we had this footpath where we could go. Apparently it used to be train tracks, but they removed them at some point, or just stopped using the track, and then the tracks got buried or something. But anyway, point is, there were no more train tracks, and we could find crabapple trees. We did have some. They were interesting to eat. Not nearly as bad as cooking apples. Cooking apples are disgusting. Uncooked anyway. I suppose that's why they're called cooking apples. Just do not eat them unless they are cooked. But crab apples are an interesting exercise in resisting the bitterness of things you probably shouldn't be eating. Randomly, the land they bought and that the house was built on was an old railway line. I have a do not eat story. What did you not, what did you eat that you shouldn't have? You gotta tell me, man. You gotta tell me, man. I don't think I ever had an actual story where like it was, here's the thing you shouldn't eat. Although I did really like vinegar when I was a kid, like probably a bit too much. I still like vinegar a bit too much, to be honest with you, but like, you know, I behave myself around vinegar. Pretty much. Just, you know what, if you want anything that's, you know, vinegar, but like edible, you should just have like rice wine. Oh my god, I love rice wine, it's so nice. But it's like the closest thing to vinegar that's socially acceptable to drink. But yes, that's my shame story. But other than that, there's not a lot that I thought to myself, yeah, I shouldn't eat that, and then, you know, didn't. So you're in this garden center where they used to do work before they sold it, and they had a delivery of these grapevines of the juiciest green grapes you ever seen. And I was like, oh, awesome, I'm having one of those. And it was vile. Oh, were they just not ripe? Or were they for something else? Like, because I don't know. I'm not familiar with that many food things. They were purple grapes, but they were still green. Oh, right. Okay, so unripe purple grapes. Okay, cool. Does anybody know like any food that you definitely should not eat pre-cooked that isn't like meat? Like just in like meat and unripe food. Like, and I think excluding frogs and snails. Like, I don't think you could successfully get away. You can eat unripe uncooked potatoes. I definitely did, and I didn't die. Potatoes. You got all the letters in there, more or less. Just in the wrong order. You ate half a snail once, apparently. Like a live snail? What were you, like, a toddler or something, and you just put a snail in your mouth? Snails are adorable, to be honest with you. I think they're so cute. Like, I don't like slugs that much, but, you know, they're just like shellless snails. They're equally gross, technically speaking. They're covered in mucus. Oh my god, alive. You ate a moth? You ate a worm, a beetle, a spider, and a moth. Oh my gosh. You guys are, I think you had very interesting childhoods. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure I ever actively shoved a bug in my mouth. I'm trying to think. I remember when I went to Australia for a field trip once for a week when I was living in Asia. And we went to the middle of Bumfuck nowhere. I think it was in Darwin somewhere. We went to the outback. And there was this tree, and there's this kind of ant that has like a green butt, and apparently you can quite safely eat that. So the guide we were talking to, who told us that we could pluck these ants off a tree, and he showed us how to pluck the ants off the tree, and he told us, he turned the ant around, he ate its butt, and he put it back on the tree, and we could quite safely eat this ant's butt. But you know what? I never got to eat that ant's butt. Everybody else got to all the ants before I did. There was just this massive tree with so many ants on them without butts, and it's kind of sad. It is kind of how drunk we are. No, I was actually, I think I was in the double digits at the time, barely. I think I was like 12 or something. That's when I went to Australia. But the point is, I've never actively eaten a bug that I'm aware of. That I remember anyway. And I'm like, in some ways I'm glad, because eating ants' butts is cruel. But also, it's one of those things, it's one of those curiosities in life I will probably never again be able to satisfy. Unless I can bring myself to go to Australia again and go to the middle of bloody nowhere. But you know what? I'm not sure I want to go to Australia again. It's like a death continent. It's a death island full of things that'll kill you if you sit on a toilet wrong. But no, but seriously, they've got like spiders in there that like, I think it's just black widows, but they you know, under the rim of the toilet, they hide in there, and if you're unfortunate enough, you'll sit on that, and then they'll bite you and you'll die. That's how they get you. They get you to sit on the toilet and then you die. Australia is not a place I want to live. I also don't want to live anywhere with a bayou in it, or anywhere with tornadoes. So that's like most of America. But you know, I'd like to visit America, but I would not like to live there. Fight the buzz and try to survive. I don't like hot countries, but I'm fine with I'm mostly fine with humid countries. I did grow up in Brunei, so that was pretty hot, and during the rainy season it could get pretty humid. Like a lot of the time it made me pretty grumpy anyway. Like if I was hot and hungry, I was in a terrible mood. And like even now, if I'm hot, hungry, and tired, get out of my frickin' way. But like just like arid countries, really dry heat, I cannot bear really dry heat. I remember I was in an airport and I had a layover in like Dubai or something, and I was going from one section of the airport to the other, and I went straight by the exit basically. The automatic doors opened, and then there was this rush of heat that hit me in the face, and it was like the worst thing ever. Like, so this is what a desert feels like. I've never wanted to be in an air-conditioned room more in my life. Like, there are some countries that you just do not want to visit. and I feel like Dubai is one of them. I'm sure it has its merits, but it's going to be too hot. It's going to be too hot. It's basically a desert, if not an actual desert. It gets hot enough here, you don't need a desert. Exactly. And to be honest, English heat isn't even as bad as it can get, but sometimes I feel like, you know, it's enough. It's enough. I'll live in the land of the mild, I'll be as happy as a clam in the land of the mild. Do you know what upsets me most about this country is, like, sure, the summer doesn't technically get too hot in comparison to many of the other countries in the world. However, what upsets me most is that this country does not embrace air conditioning as much as it should. Like, if I ever get my own place, the first thing that's going in my house is air conditioning. I don't care what happens. I will go without a bed for 2 freaking years if it means I can have air conditioning. A few years ago I had a hot summer. It was bad for work. I bet it was. Jesus Christ. But, like, there are some countries where the worst days here are like the mildest they could possibly be somewhere else. We shouldn't embrace air conditioning until we've sorted renewable energy to power it. Well, sure, but you could also get solar paneling on your house. It would be an individual responsibility that you take on yourself and not a national one, which is the unfortunate thing about... Don't nip at me, you, Mrs. Look at your little feetsies. Sorry, I've got Minnie here. But the unfortunate thing is that the government isn't going to embrace things like solar panels because it doesn't make their buddies in business any money. Because why on earth would you want a renewable energy source? Like, what could possibly be the benefit of that? But it's one of those things. But if you can swing it, if you can swing it, absolutely invest in solar power energy. I believe, like, I absolutely would. Do you know, I read an article the other day about someone who's like, I hate solar energy because the panels look ugly as frick on the roof of my house. And I'm like, you're getting free energy. What are you talking about? It's the sun. I feel like you can compromise on aesthetics for a lack of energy bills or whatever it is. Like, calm down. The sun is out long enough every day for you to get sufficient power. Shut your face. Hydroelectric is the future. Tides are constant, unlike solar and wind. Yes and no. I don't know. Is it more accessible than the others? Because I feel like the most accessible is solar power. A lot of people complain about wind power because apparently it's noisy and wind farms are ugly, which I disagree with. I think they're quite fascinating to watch, actually, wind farms. I don't know much about hydroelectric, but you know what? I'll buy into it. Sure, as long as it's not oil. I'm about that. There are multiple forms of hydro. I'm sure there are. Wave, tidal, river flow. Oh, okay. It needs to be a combination of getting power from everywhere we can. Sure, yeah, I agree. But, what got me most about, the initial lockdown after COVID happened was that, like, a lot of the factories shut down and the waters cleared up, and like people were seeing whales and dolphins in the channel for the first time for like for decades or something like that, and it was incredible. And the fact that like the first thing anybody did was start up factories again, it was so disappointing, because you're like, oh my gosh, look, we can see the world around us, and it's so upsetting. But it just goes to prove that, you know, even after all of the oil factories and things shut down, we still, you know, carried on relatively normally. You know, we survived without fossil fuels. They live up to demand. But like, the thing is though, people in government aren't going to shut down oil factories and things because they've got friends there, and they can make money out of oil just as much as any other business. Because frankly they can sell it overseas and make money and have taxes on it and stuff like that. I'm sure any of you who are more educated on the subject with me than me are sitting here like, oh my god, you're spouting crap. Which, to be fair, I wouldn't be shocked. Please do correct me if I am wrong, because I'll be honest, I'm not the most educated person on the subject that you could possibly listen to. You're saying everything I always have. Oh, thank you. But, like, we seriously can live without it, and the only reason that we're not is because people can make money. And it's one of those things where, like, seriously, if we turned around tomorrow and somebody was like, hey, can I have your lamp if I give you this chair? And I said yes, no one is going to stop us bartering our own stuff for other stuff. It's the power of money. And I've had this discussion many times, but like, basically, the only reason money has power is because we let it. And until we can shift the power to something else, we're not going to have any meaningful changes. We can sit there and be like, oh, we can reduce plastic all we like. Here's some shampoo in a plastic capsule made of seaweed, which is fine. That's great. That's clever. That's amazing. I love the biodegradable alternatives to plastic packaging. It's great. There are things like plastic bags made of seaweed and stuff like that. Fragging is bad. Here's money. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Watch Margarita South Park episode. It's fucking brilliant. Okay, well, I'll have a look. Probably. Anything that's socially relevant, I'll have a look. But to be honest, I don't actively seek out South Park episodes. But, like, they aren't, you know, completely irrelevant. They do have things to say, as most things do in Margaritaville. Like, I love... The one thing I love about, Great, yeah, drop that in Discord. I will definitely check it out. One thing I love about The Simpsons and Futurama and, you know, things that, you know, and like other adult cartoons and stuff, is that they do mention and explore some pretty difficult issues or otherwise complicated issues and make it kind of accessible for people to actually open up a discussion. I'm not watching the new Futurama if they recast Bender. Is there a new... You know exactly how I feel about all of this. Yes, well, the dream is to have an island that is basically a socialist haven. They've ordered a series. Okay, cool. Well, the more you know. I just, you know, that would be super interesting. I don't have Hulu. I'm still debating, you know, getting Disney Plus. And at the moment I'm using somebody else's account and I have their password, which I'm not going to give you guys, obviously. But like, I I look at Disney Plus on the regular, and I'm like, yeah, but I've seen like a lot of this stuff already. But the thing about Disney Plus is they have all of the Marvel movies, and I like to binge watch those chronologically. Not in order of release, but in order of like that their chronological order speak, not order chronological, not order of release. You know what I mean? Um I love to do that. It's a fun activity, and I can spend days doing it. Um, but um, I'm doing great with the talking. Um, it's one of those things that I'm severely debating because it has access to a lot of things that I don't have of anything that can play a CD at the moment. I don't, except my laptop, which is an old piece of crap, and it tends to destroy the CDs that I put in it. So I hesitate to actually watch DVDs on my laptop anymore. So any streaming service that I can get things that I enjoy on it, then I'm about that. At the moment, I'm paying for Amazon Prime. I'm using I'm using my mom's Netflix, and I've got somebody else providing me with Disney Plus. I do have a laptop that chews DVDs. It is old as frick. It is so abused, the poor thing. It is chugging along though. It is a powerful beast in its way. um so I'll tell you, why don't I'm going to I'm gonna start up Ori and the Blind Forest, and we're gonna get where we get. I make no promises on how long this session lasts. To be honest with you, it's gonna last until I rage quit. Effectively, you have a PS4 that only plays one game. Why does it only play one game? Is it just because you have one game and that's it? The chat was better than the game will be. Oh, thank you. How many you bet did? Oh, I think I've avoided like 40 deaths, hands down. But don't worry, I'll make up for it. Granted, it's because you never wanted to play anything else. Man, I still have to introduce you guys to Draken. It's amazing. It's one of the oldest games that it's a childhood game that shaped my like and dislike of future games. It shaped me as a child, and ruined every other future game around that era / whatever. Nothing will stand up to it. It is amazing. And I will fight you if you disagree with me. Just putting it out there. Elite did that to you. Even downloaded games fail to load. What, did you just destroy your PlayStation or something? I'll fight you. No, you won't. Don't lie. You got it by fighting? Okay, I will drag you guys over. Misty Woods. Sure. No, you got it broke. Okay. Oh, bless. That's so sad. Oh, right. I remember. Oh, jeez. Oh, starting strong. Love it. Ouch. Literally died. Just then. Starting strong. I keep running into those things. Ouch. Stop doing that! It keeps like bombing me. Nah. Okay, cool. Doing great. I think I died like 3 times for the record. Oh jeez. Nope. I'm gonna have to relearn the controls. I swear to God, it's been like a month since I played this. Feels like that anyway. We have to relight that weird lantern thing. This weird lantern thing. Add 3 more deaths for fun. May as well. It's pretty accurate. I have figured that a lot less bouncing around will get me further. Ouch. Ouch. I'm just trying to figure out how to... Oh, okay. Ouch. Oh, nope. Sorry, getting too excited there. Ouch, nope. Fling myself directly into some spikes. Cool. Ah! Hang on. Figure out what to do with my life. Jeez. Really? Ouch. Oops. You're gonna have to keep track of your own. Aww. I've been playing Blades and Sorcery. The Nomad Quest. I don't know if I said it's a brutal game. It sounds brutal. I think I've seen that on Steam pop up a few times. There's a new game, Elden Ring, that's been released recently. It looks super interesting, but it is a Souls-like game, and apparently it's hard, which isn't surprising, all things considered. Oh, jeez. That wasn't fair. Neither was that. There we go. But I'm kind of interested to see what it's like. I don't know if I'll ever investigate it in the future, but it seems quite expensive these days. Like, it's newly released. I think it literally came out today or yesterday. Nah. Ah, jeez, ow. Ow. Okay, that's fine. We're getting there. You think it came out today? Okay, that's fair. I believe so. It definitely came out very recently. But I'm not usually, I'm very interested to play Bloodborne, which again is Souls-like. I'm not very interested in playing Dark Souls at all. Being the OG, I feel like I would get along. I feel like I would be fine if it wasn't a boss battle, but then I just panic, and freak out some more than I really should. I just feel like I would be full of panic. Ah, jeez. Ugh. I don't even know if I'm doing this right, but it seems to be working-ish. It had the game in a normal case, an Elden Ring case, a poster, some stickers, a patch, a book of art, and a story. Had a figurine with a sword and a helmet. Looked awesome, even though I wouldn't be playing it. Oh, right, cool. I've never really got into unboxings, but I think the closest thing to a collector's edition that I ever actually had was the Sims 3 release, like the initial release. I had a collector's edition that my brother got me, and it came with a USB that was shaped like a plumb bob. I still have it. I don't have the plumb bob anymore, but I've still got the USB, like, somewhere. And I think there are a few, like, items and things in the game that the collector's edition had that others didn't. But, the main thing was the plumb bob USB. It's like an extra tenner. Like, the game when it released was like, stupid expensive. Oh. Oh, jeez. Your keyboard is being a pain. That is fair enough. He unboxed it before he started playing. Well, that is fair. I've seen people being quite critical of it, but like also willing to give it much more of a go. But it's a Souls-like game. I feel like if they went into it expecting it to be easy, I I don't know what games they've been playing, but it definitely hasn't been Dark Souls or Bloodborne. I've been thinking about getting into Bloodborne. Like, I've seen a lot of the gameplay, and I think it's fascinating. The only time I played Dark Souls was Dark Souls 3, and a friend of mine got me through like the starting area, and then got me through like the opening area past the prologue, and then I got to my first boss battle, and I did win, I think, but like after wildly flailing around. But the rest of the time I was pretty dang good. I say pretty dang good, but as good as a beginner can be. Bloodborne looks really, really cool. Like, it was definitely a pain in the ass, and I felt so bad watching my friend play it when he'd got so far and tried so hard, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Because he had to fall to lose it all. But seriously, it's Dark Souls and Bloodborne it's one of those games where you can invest so much time and then like lose all of your progress because of one stupid mistake that you made, and then have to do the whole thing all over again, and that's just cruel gameplay. You should have watched when my friend came to help me. Oh, okay, cool. I just really don't want to jump. Oh, not again. Oh, okay, that's fine. Like, I saved on top of this thing. Ugh. No, I'm loading. Exit. I'm just okay. Just loading again. Here we go. Thank you, Abnog. Ouch. Monkey! Monkey! Thank you. Oh. Come on, monkey. There you go. I refuse to jump up that thing again. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Ouch. Ugh. I'm not jumping up that thing again. You, purple thing, come here. Oh. Oh, yes! The gliding thingy. We'll work that out. Gotta learn where the shift key is, thank you. Excuse me. Purple thing. Sorry, we had to just do that all again. Oh no! Ugh. Go on. I'm not doing this again. I will die as many times as it takes. Why aren't you dead yet? Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez. I refuse to jump up that thing again. It's such a waste of my life. Ow. Come on. God damn it. I can glide all I like, but I need to be thrust somewhere. Ugh. Okay. Oh God, okay. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna cry. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh my God, I'm lost in oblivion. Okay. Okay, would you like to remind you on like a specific date? Or just like in the run up to it? Oh my God, it's a scary bird. Okay, sure. I'll see you on the 10th, right? Oh, crap! God damn it. Oh my God. Just run into something immediately and then die. Would you, please? Thank you. Ow. Ow. Mm. Ow. 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 Crap. Ow. This is going terribly. Ow. Just stop being disappointing. Stop being disappointing immediately. And yes, I am talking to myself. I wish I had a save button. Oh, crap. Ugh. Ow. Mm. Oh my god. Ow, come on. If you could just be a little bit spike proof, that would be great. Ow. No. No. Okay, and now I don't know what's going to happen because I don't know where I'm going. See, that's my save point. Find the Guman seal hidden in the misty woods. Oh, you bird! You're the worst bird ever! Ugh. Like, I know I've been doing the same bit for like 15 minutes, if not more, but my hand already hurts. Oh my god. This is why I rage quit these things. Because at some point you're like, is this worth all of my digits? Oh shit. Come on! What are do you want me to do? Oh boy. I feel like whichever way I go, it's gonna be awful. Okay, let's... Oh, I hate you. I'm like literally the worst person ever to do this. I mean in a game, but like, if that's how you really feel. Oh. Ugh. It's just easier for me to stop on that bit, isn't it? Stop being a gross frog thing. Ouch! Why did I... Oh. I'm gonna get the hang of this one way or other. Maybe not today. I might just rage quit, let's be honest. I'm gonna... Are you sure I am the savior of the forest that you asked for? Because I'm not. I'm full of... I'm gonna call it trepidation. At the prospect that I will fall into some leaves. Like, really bad ones. Yeah. Oh my god, I actually can't do this today. I'm like, do you know, I'm not even like in a gaming mood. I don't want to. Like, I did my best, but it's not happening. I may have to come to terms with the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of Ori and the Blind Forest. Do you guys want me to see it through, or are you quite happy for me to like move on with my life? Because I do enjoy it, and I think it's pretty, and I like the music and everything, but sometimes I seriously can only take it in like small doses. At least I tried. I am not in a very patient mood, and I just don't think at the moment I'm like in a place where I can emotionally tolerate platformers. And it's not, I feel bad because I'm really genuinely rage quitting right now, but like I've had discussion with Abnock. I'm not in the best mood lately. He knows this. The other day I very nearly didn't come online and to play on Wednesday, but I did because I thought, you know what, if anything's going to get me out of my slump, it's going to be Amnesia, because that's friggin' terrifying, and if you're not scared when you're playing Amnesia, what game are you even playing? But I just don't have the patience for anything, you know, platformy and skill-based, and I'd rather just play dumb games that require very little of my attention. Like Amnesia. No, but I'm in a very Final Fantasy VIII place. I'm in a very Amnesia place. I'm in a pretty good like Subnautica place, but I'm not in a Ori and the Blind Forest kind of place. So I'm gonna think about it. It's not one of the games. I've been concentrating on watching you play. That is fair. Okay. Delete and move on. Okay, because the thing is, I've been thinking about reducing my streaming days by 1 anyway, and going back down to 4, because I'm not like I don't want to burn out, and I feel like I'm sort of approaching that. And I know at the start of this year I was like, oh, we'll go back up to 5, and then I'll do this, and then I'll do that. But I think realistically 4 is a good amount of days for me to focus on. Because at the moment I've got Thursdays and I've got Saturday story times. But like, I spend my Sundays doing social stuff. I've got Thursday to relax at the moment, and then the rest of it is kind of you know, doing other stuff. But like, I just don't want to burn out doing games and things. But I will have a serious think about it, because I don't like dropping games, but at the same time sometimes I just don't want to play stuff that I don't enjoy. I feel like if I do drop it, maybe I'll come back to it later, but then also Ori and the Blind Forest is one of those things where if like you don't play it for 5 minutes, you forget exactly what, you just forget what the controls are doing. I don't know. I'm not in a platformy place right now. um, but I think if I do drop it, I will rearrange some days, and we'll see if we ever go back to Ori and the Blind Forest. Like I've like maybe I'll drop it for now and come back to it later. But for the time being, I'm just not like I'm not in the headspace for it. I rarely am. At the moment, it's one of those games where it's like, like I like the plot and I like the story and the visuals are amazing, but I don't know. It's the platforminess, and like I don't like it when my hand seizes up. I know it's a dumb excuse, but like it's one of those things where it just takes the enjoyment out of my game when I'm feeling physical pain while playing it. You know what I mean? But listen, I had a whale of a time chatting with you guys before the stream even started through the controller. I'm actually on the keyboard. I can't do that. But in spirit, yes, I wish I could. I actually do have a, as you know, I've got one, and I can unplug it and I can chuck it if I really, really wanted to, but this is expensive, so I would sooner not throw the mouse. Sorry, I just whacked it. So there's that. Speaking of, like, I'm getting in contact with my friend. I don't know when she'll get in touch because we haven't actually spoken for a while, but she made us the emotes for the channel, the exclusive bits emotes. But I'm getting in touch with her to do a regular emote, which is just the nyeh noise that I made on on Wednesday that amused so many of you. I'm working on that. I don't we'll see what can happen in a week or so, but you know, I think it would be a fun little emote to have. I think it'll be an animated one. It'll shake. We'll see. We'll have our first official animated emote on the channel and see how that goes. Yes, exactly like that, Chopper. Exactly like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Or seeing how that goes. But to be honest, I think the way the animated emotes go is that you can animate it yourself, so we can just get like a static version and also an animated version that you can just, you know, animate yourself on the channel. Because there's a, you know, a set number of things that you can do with them, and the shaky one is the one I'm kind of aiming for. So there's that. But no promises when that will show up on the channel, but I'm definitely seriously working on it for you guys. And I feel like it's a solid emote to have on the channel. But we shall see. I apologize. Sorry, I was just like flicking through my emails. I'm getting so many junk emails from random women who are, you know, inviting me to go on dates and things much more intimate than that. You know, there's just a weird thing going on with my junk email at the moment. I don't understand where it's coming from, but hey. Triggered Grumpy. Imagine a book emote that opens. Oh well, we'll work on that. Story time. Okay, cool. Should it stay story time in it, or just like, I don't know, once upon a time or something? You guys patent pending. Okay. Well, that should be a very interesting thing. I will definitely I think I would actually have to actually properly commission the book opening one, but the shaking emote thing that I could probably do on the channel much easier than that. But I feel like the book one would definitely take a lot more work. But there's 2 slots for it, so I could it could definitely be a thing that happens on the channel. Not gonna lie. To frog or not to frog? Should the page say? It won't say that. It's gonna be too detailed. I think reasonably. But listen, I do apologize, but I'm not in a gaming mood. Do you guys know? Because I've seen people on Twitch doing like movie nights with their followers and things, but I'm not quite sure how people go about doing that other than like screen sharing something like screen sharing their web page or whatever on Amazon Prime or something. You watch films with people on Discord. There's a way on Discord. Okay. Because like I'm all about movie nights. I like a good scary movie. I don't know what you guys are into, but if it's something that you guys would be interested in, I'll see if because I've seen people do it like on Twitch. I don't know if they do it live or if they do it on Discord or something, but if you guys would be interested in like a movie night or something, for the Discord channel or something like that. We watched the Japanese and US versions of The Ring on Monday. Oh, cool. But yeah, if it's something you guys would be interested in, do let me know, because I'm always a fan of watching things with people. And it's also a very low-key, activity for us to do on the channel. Interested? Excellent. You have a big screen for your VR. Wonder if I can link it. Well, yeah, no, do that definitely if you can manage it. Like, why not, I say. But if you're in Discord, let's see where we can put these things. I'm wondering if we should put it in just chatting or put it in like a suggestions thing. You know what? Just pop it in just chatting. If you're a member or something, pop it in just chatting. Whatever films that you think the community might like to watch together, and such things as you might like to watch again. For the record, I have recently purchased all 3 of the extended versions of Lord of the Rings, so that's like 3.5 to 4 hours worth of footage. I think, yeah. So there's that. I don't have The Hobbit on Amazon Prime, that's for sure. You can do watch parties and things on Amazon Prime, but like you also, strangely enough, you have to also own the thing that you're watching together with somebody, unless it's free on Amazon Prime. In which case, I don't know. But like, unless you wanted to like stream it over Discord or something, I would be quite happy to do. I'd have to figure it out. But if you guys wanted to do a Lord of the Rings pajama party, I'd be so down for that. But yes, that is something we will investigate in the future. We might have to, or maybe the 5th night will be a movie night with just you guys, and like I probably won't stick a webcam on, and you won't have to look at my dumb face. But like, you know, just chill out, watch a movie together, and you know, chat. No bother. I think it would be nice to chill with you guys, you know, properly, and give you guys like 50% of my, you know, attention rather than like 45. You'll throw popcorn. I do actually have popcorn, unpopped, of course. It is currently in a bag on top of the fridge. But the point is, I'm totes prepared for a movie night. I've got my Stitch onesie, I've got my jammies, I've got tea, I've got popcorn. I am all set. I'm all good. But we'll work it out, and I'll, shall we say, in the future, the way it works with the people I watch it with is you screen share and everyone is muted and uses another text channel to chat in. Okay, like what text channel? That's fair. In Discord. Okay, cool. Okay, well, we'll work out the logistics, and then maybe Friday night will be movie night or something occasionally. We'll see. I wouldn't want to do it every night just in case, but if you guys want to drop in just chatting, if you're a member, of course, because it, you know, if you're subscribed to the channel, drop it in there. See, this is the one thing where being like a sub-only thing in Discord is a problem, but also at the same time, it's kind of an incentive. But I don't know. Also, Twitch is taking like a lot of money. Twitch is taking half people's earnings, like literally half, 50%. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't want to. I'm not going to drop numbers and stuff, but like for the amount of time that I spent streaming and the money I got out of it, like, thanks you guys. But like, seriously, thank you for, you know, donating and everything for to the channel. But like, ooh, Twitch made me mad. It's not your fault, it's Twitch's fault. So I was thinking of hi Starbreeze, how are you? I'd rather pay you 50 a month. Would you rather pay £50 a month subscription fee? Yeah, this is true. But like, I was thinking of asking for donations through another like website. I would say either if you felt like it, donate directly to my donation page, or starting up, say, like a Ko-fi page, or starting a Patreon. I don't know what you guys would get out of a Patreon, except, you know, more interesting features for Twitch should get a competitor. Like, I think there are some, but a lot of other streaming channels and things aren't great. I don't know what YouTube is like, but I feel like they'd be even more militant about it, because they're quite I've heard mixed reports. Some of them think YouTube's really great, and other people haven't had that great of an experience with YouTube at all. But we'll see. I think I've got 3 hours saving for sausages and chips. Unfortunately, Twitch is the best at the moment. Oh, okay, that's sad. But I have heard wind of like other channels and things, but I feel like I did actually create a Patreon for this page, for the channel, like a long time ago, but like I didn't really know what to do with it. But I'd definitely be down for like spitballing ideas at some point if you guys wanted to. If there are like rewards that you wanted to get out of supporting me, then please do drop some ideas. My housemate only watches streamers on YouTube. Fair. I hope they work out, because you know there's software that means you can stream to like multiple different platforms at the same time. So like I could be on YouTube and Twitch by streaming through OBS. For example, I'm so sorry, that was gross. But it's not the best idea, because sometimes you'll be responding to somebody's feed and then they do let that happen. And it's not a bad idea, because either way Twitch makes money out of it. Well, not, I don't know, does Twitch make money out of it? But it's something that you can actually do, and I think a lot of platforms do. Twitch is listening. Well, if Twitch is listening, it needs to pay me more, so... but seriously, I really don't... I don't like what they're doing just now with streamer income. It's really... You're really just fighting the hand that feeds you sometimes, aren't you, Twitch? It's a joke, but also not really. Starbreeze, by the way, I already rage quit the stream. Like I rage quit Ori and the Blind Forest. You may have missed that, but like it's done. We're not going back today. I'm not in a place. The others can explain it to you, but basically I'm pretty much considering dropping Ori and the Blind Forest for the time being, because I'm not in a place mentally where I can sit there and just deal with that. It's very stressful and I don't want to be there right now. So like any other game on the channel just now, I'm 100% about all of those games. But just now I'm not in a Ori place. That no EY pays for the platform and bandwidth, etc. I'm not defending them, but yeah, they make enough to allow 75% profit to the streamer at least. What game would cheer me up? If you say Monkey Island, I'm not sure I'm in the mood for puzzle games either. Don't worry, we will get to Monkey Island, I promise you. But like I may have rage quit, but it will. I promise. Whatever game we play, whatever game we finish next, I will play Monkey Island next. I promise you. But because you did get at me, and I haven't forgotten. Stop capitalizing anything. Why don't you just stop mashing the feckin' button? I'll even install it right this second, just so I remember. Press Control W to win the game. Like, we'll see. I'll tell you what game cheers me up almost immediately every single time I play it is, have you guys played any of the Phoenix Wright games? Because I bought those on Steam recently, and I would definitely love to play them on the channel if you guys are into you've not heard of the... Okay, well that settles it. Well, I will have to educate you. You'll probably like it. It's pretty cool. You've not heard of it. You've heard great things about it, but you've never played. Well, it is seriously a great game. You guys would love it. Basically, the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games is you are a defense attorney and you are defending your client in court, but between court sessions you are looking for clues to defend your client with and getting the truth out of them, and it's all really cool. And it's a Japanese game, so they've got really cool sprites and awesome music and objection, exactly. You can just shout objection. You actually can if you. It was a DS game originally, and they seem to have adapted it for the PC, which is great. I have played that game so many times, so I know most of what I need to do offhand anyway. But I'm quite happy to go through it with you guys and do all the voices and stuff. It's so good. But seriously, it's such a solid game, and if you haven't, just off the bat, I highly recommend that you get it. Like if you have like 10-11 pounds, you can get it on cdkeys.com for like about as much. Unfortunately, with games like cdkeys.com, you can't return it if you don't like it. So what I would suggest doing is buying it on Steam, playing for an hour and a half, and if you don't like it, get it refunded, because you can't return games on Steam if you've played more than 2 hours and after 2 weeks. So basically, if you've played more than 2 hours over the course of over 2 weeks, you cannot return it. So play it within 2 weeks and under 2 hours. That's all I'm saying. Check Fanatical 2, it's the same thing. Check the prices for the best one. Oh, Fanatical, okay, cool. But like, I highly recommend the Phoenix Wright games. They are so good. They have, it's, for me, it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, but a game. It's something that I can keep going back to constantly and just being like, oh, I never noticed this, or oh, that was cool, oh, I remember this, that kind of thing. But it's one of those things that it just makes me happy to go back to sometimes. But like, it's like a comfort game for me. Which is odd, considering it usually consists of several murders and lots of drama. But okay, spoiler alert: lots of the cases usually involve a murder, most if not all. But it's a comfort game, and it's really nice because it's so wholesome sometimes that you just like, aww, and it really kicks you in the feels. So yeah, I would definitely love to bring that to the channel at some point, but I do promise that whatever game we finish next, after that we will play Monkey Island, and then after that we will probably do Phoenix Wright, because apparently none of you know what that is, and I have to introduce you to it, and it to you. I don't know, it's a comfort game. Do you guys have like comfort games that you go to if you're in a bad mood or a bad place or something, that just, you know, you like to return to every now and again? But seriously, if you can get it on Steam, and as I say, just set a time and make sure you play under 2 hours within 2 weeks. And if you don't like it, you can get your money back, no problem, because Steam's usually pretty good about that. We're okaying all the Monkey Islands in a row. Not in a row, is there more than one? You live in Minecraft all the time, does that count? Well, yeah, if it brings you to your happy place, it counts. Oh man, Peggle. Peggle's so good. Yeah, I don't know if, I'm sure I've rated him with you guys in the past, but Marcus Boy, who I've played Phasmophobia with on the channel before in the past, he plays, or he did play Peggle on his channel quite a lot. But he finished all like the extra all the challenges and things, so he doesn't do it anymore. But I got so invested in Peggle, it was unreal. Like I have it also. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll play Peggle on Fridays. I don't know. It's a dumb game. It's like Bejeweled. I could be there for hours. It's fine. Ever heard of the Flash game Kitten Cannon? No, actually, I haven't. Mrs. Chopper is two challenges away from completing the whole of one of them. Yes, Marcus has played Peggle 2 as well. I have not played Peggle 2. And I was never a completionist, but I got a fair way through all of Peggle. The first one, I mean. Yeah, I can imagine what it is too. I feel like, do you know what would be interesting is, would you guys like to have an adventure in Neopets? And just playing all of the stupid mini games? I did finally manage all the challenges in the first one. It was tough. Yeah, some of them did look really hard. Not gonna lie. No, but also yes. I won't put you through Neopets. Cause to be honest, like I never really got the hang of how like the Neopets site even worked. Like I was never the best Neopets player. I'd be like, oh, I have this cool rare item. I guess I'll just keep it. You stick the word if you stick the word rare next to anything, guaranteed it will never leave my inventory. Unless something even rarer comes along. Even more rare. See if oh no. Habbo Hotel. I could not get on with Habbo Hotel. I didn't understand how it works, but it was basically a website that revolved around in-game transactions with real human money and everything. So I never did get into it. I did get given a bunch of stuff by somebody at one point though, but I couldn't get into Habbo Hotel, sadly. You got 1.5 hours in on Peggle on Steam. And all my time playing at work was a cracked copy. You had a mint house. That sounds incredible. But like, I don't know. I miss old school RuneScape. I'm sure you can still find it somewhere. I think you can get super old. I know you can play RuneScape on Steam, but I don't know if it's like the new versions, but I seriously miss old school RuneScape. It was so good. I was really bad at it, as you might expect. But old school RuneScape on Steam. Oh, do you? Is it one of those things that's free? Because I feel like I'd have to sign up to the whole thing all over again. So oh, it is. Excellent. Well, we might have to invest some time into that at some point. I don't know when. As soon as I get a CD player for my PC, I have to introduce you. I want to play Warcraft 3 on the channel. I know it's like a RTS game, and I know some of you probably aren't the world's biggest fans of those things, but Warcraft 3 has a really great story, and I admit I never got past the first campaign, so it should be fun and interesting. A CD player that doesn't choose dates. Exactly. Just like a new one that I can put in my PC. Because my poor laptop cannot cope with anything ever. It's just, I don't trust it to safely hold anything, basically, anymore. Poor thing. Sorry, I'm patting it, which is what my hand here is doing. You can't see it, but my laptop is here. A disk drive. That's the one. That's what I was looking for. Disk drive. I don't have one of those. My brother bought it for me. He had it built, custom built, and I think he just forewent the disk drive, because to be fair, you can just download just a bunch of stuff all the time, which is fair enough. So like a majority of the time, I don't need a disk drive, but for a few things that I have in my house, a disk drive would not go amiss. So it's something that may happen in the future. But this is exactly why, this is why a Patreon would be good for the channel. Because you guys can donate directly to it if you feel like supporting me. You wouldn't have to subscribe to the channel on the regular, but if you felt like it, we could get upgrades to the channel, make things more interesting, get better games and better equipment, and do all sorts of other things. But like, you can donate a CD. You'll have to post it to me. And it'll cost you. For packaging and postage, that's gonna weigh a bit. You'll have to do that thing Amazon does, and just wrap it in like a massive box with just copious amounts of bubble wrap and brown paper. It's gonna have to, you're gonna have to do that. You can send a CD drive. A DVD writer. You buy the wires. Okay. Just stick a label straight on the drive. Yeah, stick a label straight on the drive, post it, done. See if it survives the journey. It would be an interesting experiment, just to see what happens. I think they might actually have to reject your parcel. I don't know if they're allowed to post things without an envelope or packaging of any kind. Glue it shut in case it does. But it would be an interesting experiment, not gonna lie. I bought something on eBay and it was posted to me. Just the label stuck on it. Wow. Impressive. You know, they have on Amazon these do this, or you can have a reduced packaging item. You can have this option for reduced packaging, and realistically it's the same amount of packaging, but you know, at the same time. It was a guitar flight case, like flight as in take it into the air from one place to another. Sorry, I know that's a stupid question, but I've never heard of a guitar flight case, so I don't have a guitar, and I know nothing about music / transporting instruments, even remotely. So I do apologize for my ignorance in this instance in particular. A fight case. It holds your beating sticks. A flight case is a type of carrying thing. This one was specifically for a guitar. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Just thought I'd clarify, because I did not know that was a thing, to be honest. Just, you know, you learn something new every day. And today I learned flight carrying cases for instruments were a thing. They're reinforced boxes, basically. Okay, cool. Nice. I wish I had a reinforced box. Then I could put my cat in it, and she'd be super happy all the time, because she loves boxes. Do you know, I've bought my cat several cat beds, and she doesn't use any of them. But as soon as a box comes through the post, she's in there. Before you even put the box down, she's in there. She just sleeps in there for several days. Look, if you don't sleep in your bed tonight, I'll throw it out tomorrow. I will. Because it's just in the floor. It's just on the middle of the floor. The wheels on them are terrible. I used to help set up gigs and all the equipment. It was super heavy. Super heavy flight cases. Them are. Okay. I agree with you. I've never helped a band do anything. Not even a band of criminals. Used to hang around with a couple of dub bands, so the bass bins were massive. What, like dubstep, or like, I don't know, just a lot of synthwave stuff? I don't synthwave. I know music. Wash your mouth out. Sorry. Is dubstep a bad word to you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Please forgive me. I'll link you an example of the actual bands. Okay, cool. So I've got plenty of homework to do this evening. I see how it is. But yeah, like, also, speaking of, I suppose there's something that we can do for the, if we did have a Patreon and stuff, if you donated a certain amount, you could have access to a access to the Discord server, or we could just, you know, drop the sub-only thing. It really depends. Like if you choose to, you know, support the channel through Twitch, that's also fine. But it would honestly be much more beneficial for everyone if we donated through a different channel. But I'll see how that goes. Because I might have to look into organizing my Patreon page again and getting that off the ground properly. Or look into what Ko-Fi is doing, because I know another Twitch user who is encouraging people to donate through Twitch. Why don't you just get a PayPal? I do. I have a donations page, and you can donate to PayPal directly. It's in the like about section. If you scroll down, you'll see it. It's got a laughing frog on it. But they do take out like a transaction fee, which I don't think Ko-Fi does, and I'm not sure what Patreon does. But they do. They definitely take a much smaller transaction fee than Twitch do. So if you wanted to donate to the channel, and you're not up on your Ko-Fis and your Patreons, definitely go through Twitch. Sorry, PayPal. It would be better. Take note of your pen. Take note. Nah, probably just. I don't want to hand those out. I mean, you can have mine, but no, it's fine. I just I would probably much prefer at this point, if you guys felt the need to subscribe to the channel, that you go through PayPal. It would be much easier, I think, than not doing that, and much more beneficial for the channel, because I feel like you guys support me well enough that it's not fair for you guys or for me to not be able to reward you guys properly, to not be able to reward you guys properly for the support that you get me, because I end up using the money that I do get for make a book vote. I'll see, yeah. Oh no, not Mice and Men. I read that. It was fine. God, Lord of the Flies is a good one. I could probably read that one again. I haven't read that one in so long. It was really disturbing. Sorry, just every time somebody brings up Harry Potter, I'm like, oh, poor Abnock. But yeah, it makes me feel bad when Twitch takes as much money as they do, because it is your guy. It's the money that you gave me to be able to reward you guys for your support, and I haven't been able to do that, and that really upsets me, because you guys deserve better than what I have been able to give you, because Twitch. But like, seriously, I would love to get like a stream deck for the channel, because I feel like it would be way more interactive to be able to interact with you guys through that while I'm playing games and stuff, instead of having to stop and start and do all sorts of other things. And then there's, if we go through Patreon, then we can do like a tier system of rewards and stuff like that. But if you donate straight through PayPal, then they'll take, I suppose I think it's like directly proportional to the amount that they'll take a certain amount of whatever you donate, not like half of it or whatever, but like, I don't know, 10% or something stupid. But it's a thing. They'll take something. I don't know if it's a standard amount or like a percentage of. Permanent ban command is the closest button. Oh no, Chop, I would never permanently ban you. If we're Patreons, could we watch the stream a day? Maybe if I started doing YouTube videos, you guys could have early access to it, but I'd have to actually start doing proper YouTube videos instead of doing live streams, which is something that I definitely need to start doing, but we'll work on that in the future. I feel like it would be a good chance for me to play games that I otherwise don't think are suitable for streaming, really, because some games, a lot of nothing can happen for a really long time. So like going medieval, for example, you could probably sit there for several minutes watching things go fast. And then just not a lot happens for a while. You can record your live streams and cut them into YouTube vids. Yeah, I've thought about doing that, but I'm also... Hi, Aggressively, how are you? I rage quit the game. That's why we're here. We're just talking. How are you? How have you been? I haven't seen you for a very, very long time. This is a whole other type of content. You've been in so much pain. Are you okay? I did throw my toys out of the pram. You have. I think I've seen you once in like the past month or so. Something with nerves in your back. Did you slip a disc? Have you gone to a doctor? Are you okay? You'll be fine though. Okay. Well, I hope you've been to a doctor. Did you just like put out your back at work or something? You have too many slip discs. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope as long as, you're healing and, getting better and everything. I'm sorry that you're in so much pain. Yeah. Manual labor sucks so much. Oh my god, that's a lot. What did you do? Are you okay? It's unrelated, my god. Oh, that sounds so painful. Have you been able to get proper treatment? Like, I know you live in America, but my god. Everyone's invincible when they were younger. Like, to be fair, I went skating one day, and then I fell, and then I, like, kneed myself in the jaw, and my jaw has not been the same since. Like, sometimes it seizes up, and then I have to, like, literally crack it. It's gross. You have a bad back at 30-ish. Yeah, you saw a doc the other day. Gave me some steroids and muscle relaxers. You can sleep mostly through the night now. Okay, good. There's like 8 days of spotty sleep. Jeez, yeah. I was actually saying earlier today that I've been having terrible night's sleep, but you know, you're in actual legit pain, so gosh, I hope so. Is it one of those things that you just kind of have to wait out, or do you need to go see a chiropractor or something? I've never had a slip disc or any sort of herniation, but is it seriously something that you just have to sit there with painkillers and steroids and wait out? There isn't really a specialist for this. My gosh. Have you been off work this whole time? That's so upsetting. Remember to self, do not slip a disc. You've been working through it. My god. Man, I hope you've been taking it easy. If you can. My gosh. Please tell me you have a desk job. Jesus! You should not be in a car! Somebody should be driving you! You've stopped going to the gym. You do have a desk job. Okay, good. 33 this year, might as well say, because... Oh, well, at least you have a desk job. Because if you were working, like, I don't know, in retail or something, I'd be like, just go home. Just go home. You should not be working with any sort of herniation or a slip disc if you're working manual labor. But like, oh, I feel so bad for you, son. So why did I rage quit? I don't know. I'm in an emotional slump, and I cannot tolerate puzzle games that require more than 60% of. I cannot devote the concentration required right now to deal with Ori and the Blind Forest. It's just thanks, Mom. I'm not in a place, just mentally speaking. Aw. Thank you so much for the gift sub, aggressively. Choppa, be happy. You're officially welcome back into the Discord. Bless your buttons, aggressively. How have you been? Well, I've already asked you that. How you been? But... Aw, thank you for the resub. You're doing so good. You've been mostly not okay-ish. Same. I'm just having a really bad time, like, of it emotionally. So I tried to play today, and I got to the point where I made some progress, and then I kept dying when I got to the point that I was already at, and I just could not deal with it. So I'm playing like every other game right now except... What's a boy? Is it what's a boy? Who's a boy? What's going on? I'm really confused. I feel like I've missed something. But like Ori and the Blind Forest, I cannot tolerate just now. I was asking if it was a person that made you. Oh no, it's well, to be blunt, it's, you know, financial stress that I'm not. It's financial stress, and it's also just like creative stress. I'm really like, I was in a bad mood the other day, and it's kind of persisted, and then today I got yet another rejection from a literary agent who won't be representing me in my search to get published, which, you know, is fair enough. But smile, it suits you, thank you. But yeah, that hasn't helped with me today at all. And I'm not in a place where I want to devote my... devote my attention to getting my butt kicked by a puzzle. So I'd literally rather do anything else. And I've been talking about we've talked a lot about dentistry today, and we're talking about other ways which we can support the channel, because Twitch is taking a lot of money from me. Well, it's taking a lot of money from everyone, basically. If you're an affiliate, they're basically taking half of your money. If you're a partner, they're taking a little bit less than that. But I was just saying that it's super unfair that they're taking so much money that you guys have given to the channel, and I can't reward you the way that I would want to. So I've been talking about maybe encouraging people to donate through the donations button which is linked directly to PayPal, or starting a Patreon page, or going through Ko-Fi, or things like that are much less likely to take so much money. Because there are things that I want to do for the channel that it feels like it's becoming increasingly harder to do, mostly because of what Twitch is doing. I think if you want to clip it, you'll have to go all the way back after the VOD is done, or something like that. Nearly stepped in the line. But yeah, it's just there's a bunch of stuff, and it's all culminating right now, and I'm struggling to process it in a constructive way. And I don't know where I'm going. Like, I've got creative stress, and I've got financial stress, and I've got all sorts of other things going on, and I don't know what to do. Ugh. Take this as a joke. What's an OF? Seriously, what is an OF? I don't know. Oh, OnlyFans, got ya. No, do you know, I've joked about that with other Twitch users, and I feel like they'd be much more successful at it than I would. But, you know, I feel like OnlyFans would probably give their I don't know, what do you call them? Talent users or whatever. I feel like they'd give them more money than Twitch does. But yeah, basically, I've been not very happy with Twitch lately, but I'm having a huge seller foot thing. You know what? I'm pretty sure there are some people. I'm pretty sure there are some people on Gumtree that will be quite happy to buy your foot pics. I fully believe that you can get anything anywhere on Gumtree. Be alright. Well, thank you. I do need the laugh. In the words of the great publication Viz, forget it all. Joke's on you, I can't afford alcohol. So I'll just have to address my emotional issues in a sort of not drunk hazed way. I don't know. But tell you what, we were also talking about Lee, if you're still there. We were also talking about doing music nights. Music nights? Jesus, movie nights. We can't do music nights. I don't know how to music. Don't worry. I think I'll be ending the stream in a minute anyway. But we've been thinking about doing music movie nights on the channel at some point. We're figuring out how to do that on Discord. So I don't know. I might make the Discord channel not like sub only, but we'll see. But it is I don't know if I want to keep it sub only or not, but at the moment I would love to do like movie nights with you guys here on the channel in some way, even if we're not actually actively streaming. But it would be something nice to do with the community. That's kind of where we're at just now. But anyway, is that a yes about the pigs? Can we watch Monkey Island? Yes, in a stream. When? I don't know. But tell you what, why don't we see? Okay. Okay, there's a couple people playing Elden Ring. So I'm gonna drop you guys off at Mechanism. We've seen him a couple times on the channel, I think already. I've rated him a few times. Of the fan-made Fallout series. Send it to me on Discord if you can. Just drop it in just chatting or something. But I'm gonna leave you guys here with a raid. Oh, pardon me. And we will see Mechanism, who is playing Elden Ring. So, oof. Say hello, drop a follow if you wish to. See how Elden Ring goes for you. It is the roguelike, Souls-like game we were talking about earlier. See how it goes for you. We'll see. Oh. So, thank you so much for being here. Sleep well when you go. And I will see you guys on Monday for some more, thank you for popping by and coping and just spending some time with me. I do appreciate it. I will see you on Monday, for some more Final Fantasy VIII. Bye-bye. I'm glad you made me laugh. Have a good night, guys.